What's up, everybody? This is Master Ian Gamer, and welcome back to another Overwatch Classic live stream. That is right. We will be embarking once again into the past. And I'm not looking forward to it, but, you know, sometimes an Omnic's gotta do what an Omnic's gotta do. And in this case, that means suffering through an objectively worse version of the game. But that's why you're all here. Hey. Make it worth the while. Hey, Dragon Claw with the 2. Ow. $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Ian should start with McCree/Cassidy. We will see. We can probably play him some more today, but we will see who we start with. Either way, though, hello everybody there in chat. Welcome to the stream here today. Hello, Dragonclaw, of course. Hello, James, Tinte, Jebris, Anthony, Peter, Badger Raccoon, Neverland. Nerf this. Oh, dear. Ow. I'm gonna need Brig to tune me up after that one. Ugh. Also, hello to Gregory and MLG Anime Gamer. Welcome, welcome, one and all. And Wordplay, hello. Good to see you all here today. This will be a stream indeed, should we say. Playing the Ranked Cup in Fortnite for the Ranked Umbrella. Oh, there's a Ranked Cup going on, is there? Hello to you too, Jebris. Yes, I suppose you haven't been around for a while, have you? Good to see you back. I have been doing quite well. Gregory booted up Overwatch for the first time since Season 9, found out the reason you stopped was because your ping is almost unplayably bad. That's unfortunate. Hopefully you can diagnose that problem, assuming there is a solution. Can you dab? I can, but I won't. Did you hear about why Reload doesn't launch? I know there was like a bug where like the map disappeared or something. I haven't really played... Well, I played a little bit of Fortnite yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. And I did play some Reload. But I was playing on the new desert map. But I heard there was like issues with the original map, which they're going to bring back for rotations. Where apparently it just didn't spawn, so... I assume that's why it's disabled, if that's the case now. The arms don't move. What? My arms can move just fine, thank you very much. Flying by a certain diva, Gee, I wonder who that certain diva might just so happen to be. How hard was it to model the characters? Saw a short with a product you want to maybe make an Overwatch version of. So this... I assume you're talking specifically about my robot avatar. Or maybe you're talking about Kiriko. Either way. For my robot avatar, it was pretty straightforward because I actually used like a prefab avatar, like a prefab robot that I basically purchased online and then customized a little bit. So I didn't have to like fully model and rig everything. It sort of came with the rigging built into it. And I just did some like slight model adjustments and then a lot of texture adjustments mainly to retexture it into a design that I liked and that fit my, you know, already existing character design. But with the, you know, new features like the eyes that are obviously, you know, more expressive and able to do things. So yeah, that was basically how I handled that. Kiriko's I basically made from scratch using a program that's designed to make VTuber avatars, like 3D ones specifically. So that one took a significant bit more work to it because there was a lot of like unique texturing and modeling I had to put into it, but it wasn't terrible. It just took a while. And like if I were to make another one, for like a different character if I wanted to add them, then like it'd probably be faster now that I've sort of learned how to use the program. So I would say modeling stuff, if that's your main question, is not, it's very tedious and is a lot to like learn initially, but like you can learn it is the thing. You just have to be dedicated and put in the time and effort to learn how to do it. And basically all the resources for doing so can be found online for free, mostly through YouTube. So yeah. And seeing a lot of people give Overwatch the props it needs in its current state from the launch. Yeah. I'm not sure I know what you mean by that. You're able to play the game perfectly fine most of the time for years. Maps and models take time to load as well. Perhaps it's your now 5-year-old PC showing its age. It could be the PC. I mean, I guess it's something you just have to sort of like test and figure out and try to diagnose why it's not working. Maybe it's your PC. Maybe it's something weird with the internet. Maybe you just need to reinstall Overwatch unless you've... Well, I guess maybe you already did that if you had it uninstalled up until now. If somebody made a Zenyatta rig, would probably be easier to fit into your MIG PFP. Probably. I don't know that I'd necessarily want to just go with that, though. There could be. Doing it, like rigging an Overwatch model from the game by scratch is extremely difficult. For context, that was originally what I had planned to do for the Kiriko model I have and use. I was going to take her Sukujin model from the actual Overwatch files and then rig it and set it up to function as like a VTuber avatar. But unfortunately, the models in Overwatch are very non-VTuber friendly, should we say? And so like it would have been possible to do that, but it would have been so much work to adapt the skeleton of the model and like the meshes and everything to a rigging system that can actually work with VTubing tracking software, such that I was just like, this is too much effort. Like it is literally easier to build a model from scratch than to try and adapt the existing Overwatch models, which is what I ended up doing with the Chibi Sukujin model. So need a Mercy model and tinker with it to remove some insides. Remove some I don't know what you're up to, Tinte, but now I am concerned. Hello, you read that wrong. Welcome. Is it a mode where you can play classic Overwatch? Yes. It's an arcade mode that is the launch version of Overwatch, with both the good and the bad, of which I think the bad far outweighs the good, but that's my personal take on it. Betting 80% of people playing classic mode are playing the mode game for the first time. I disagree. I think 80% of the people playing classic mode are people who haven't played Overwatch at all since 2017. I think the vast majority of people who are playing classic right now, playing classic and loving it, I should say, are people who like haven't actually given the game a chance in like the better part of a decade. And the thing is, that's not even to like be anything against like those players. I think I've been reading a lot of like online discourse about Classic and how it compares to Overwatch 2. And I've come interestingly to the same decision I came to regarding Fortnite and Fortnite OG, which is that the people who have a ton of fun and love classic Overwatch way more than Overwatch 2 are just a fundamentally different player base than those that currently exist playing Overwatch 2. They're just different people. It's like I don't think there are very many people who are regularly playing Overwatch 2 up to the point of them releasing Classic, who've now started playing Classic and are like, oh yes, this was better. I want to only play this. Like, if you play Overwatch 2 as much as I do, there's no way you would prefer Overwatch Classic. I just don't think it's possible. Not unless you've been just absolutely forcing yourself to play Overwatch for years at this point, because the games are so fundamentally different. And from what I've read, like, the things people are actually enjoying about Classic versus Overwatch 2 are just fundamentally different. People keep throwing around words like dumb, chaotic fun to describe Classic, and it's like, well, yeah, that's absolutely what it is, but like, do you prefer dumb, chaotic fun over a structured, more competitive experience? If so, then yeah, I get why you like Classic, but like, I don't prefer that over a more structured gameplay experience. Like, I think it fundamentally just comes down to people like different things. Different people like different things. Some people prefer what Classic presents. Other people enjoy the state the game is in currently, or at least prefer the game closer to what it is currently. Maybe they don't love the current state of Overwatch 2, but that's been my observation at the very least. And it is very interesting to see how directly it correlates with what I observed with Fortnite as well. Just like literally a week ago, basically, when I was doing like my video about it. Be better off taking the model from Source Filmmaker than from Overwatch. Yes, there would potentially... It probably actually would be, because if they converted an Overwatch character model to work in like Gary's mod or SFM, they probably would have already done a lot of the work necessary, but there still would be extra work you'd have to do to rig it for like a VTubing software, which, you know, would be where it's kind of clunky. Also, at least maybe there's some out there. I have not been able to find them, and I've looked for them extensively. There are no SFM mods or extracted models for Sukajan, Kiriko. There aren't any. There's ones for Athleisure, but not Sukajan. Saw a cool Eagle Light in a short and thought a Mercy version would work. Eagle Light. Eagle Light? I don't know what that means. Ugh. Okay, I just had to do something real quick. We're good to go. Need to meet one of your friends. Her name is Kixie Boo. She's a VTuber. Really? What is she? What platform is she on? Is she on YouTube or Twitch or both? A lot of people are on both these days. Oh yeah, here's her YouTube channel I just found. I like her avatar. It's really vibrant. I don't know. Maybe I'll take a gander at one of her archived streams a bit later. If you played Classic a while back, you could have gotten Hanzo's Pixel easily. Well, I don't think so, because no, it is technically part of the unranked mode, isn't it? It's not in the arcade officially. It's under unranked, so maybe you can get achievements in it. That's actually I'm curious if you can or not, because it'd be weird if you could. Because I'm trying to think if there's any achievements that would actually be like easier to get in Classic. Surely there's at least a few, right? This is going to be a trend every near end of year now where they do classic Overwatchers as a one-off type thing. So what they've said officially so far is they have plans to possibly do future classic modes, each exploring like a different era of Overwatch 1, like Moth Meta and Goats being the other two they've discussed exploring. But all of that hinges on how popular this 3-week trial run of Overwatch Classic is going to be. If it's popular enough and enough people play it, then they'll do more, basically. And I'm willing to bet, based off of how much discussion, how many people have been playing it so far, they are probably going to do more. I don't know how often they're going to be. I don't know if it'll be like a yearly thing or it's like once every 6 months or 4 months or what, but I am willing to bet we're going to see more. And it sounds like they've already been sort of planning to potentially do more. Struggling in the classic mode as an Alari and Kiri player. Yeah, you're probably better off playing DPS if those are your mains, because, well, there really aren't any comparable support characters in classic that really fit Alari and Kiri. Plays Overwatch 2, maybe do a collab with her one day. I mean, maybe. Yeah. I'll give her channel a look. You know, like, see, like, how she is and stuff. I wouldn't want to, like, suggest, like, oh, yeah, collab type stuff, like, before I've even, like, you know, learned anything about her. But, yeah, she looks neat. I'll check out some of her VODs. Hello, Knuckles. Welcome. Hello, G10. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce that, but hello, welcome. You're a new viewer on the channel, like the content, but why'd you choose a robot type avatar as your VTuber? Because I like robots. I really, really like robots. On some level, I feel like I identify with robots, you know? Robots are these cold, emotionless husks of an entity. I can relate to that. I don't know. I like robots. I mean, that's just the basics of it. Like, the whole reason I ever even started playing Overwatch in the first place is because I like the design of Bastion. Like, Bastion is literally the character that got me into Overwatch back in the day. And, yeah. I just really like robots. Shared Eagle-Light and Media Dump. Let's have a little look-see. Oh, I see what you mean. So that's like something you... So is that like effectively like a nightlight type thing that you plug into the wall? Is that what that is? And you're saying you want to get something similar for Mercy. That's actually kind of a cool idea. I like that. Is the idea that you'd like 3D print it then? Because I didn't, from your original comment, I didn't pick up that you were planning to make this like a physical thing. I thought you were just talking about like modeling something. But if it's like you plan to like 3D print it or something, then that's like its own whole separate process. And I'm not particularly knowledgeable on the 3D printing side of things. I actually have a friend, I think I've probably talked about this before. I have a friend who's really into 3D printing, and I've been meaning to send him like a file version that's compatible of my avatar, so like he can 3D print it as like a little figure, basically, because I think that'd be cool. But I don't personally know like anything about like the process of that. Classic Overwatch made you realize how much you miss the newer heroes and how good the older heroes feel with the upgrades. Yes.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Yes, I agree. And Teal Owl became a real hero. Did you upgrade to real hero? Because Teal Owl, you were a hero before. Did you just upgrade to real hero? I can't remember what tier you were before. But either way, thank you for joining back and or upgrading, whichever it is. Very much appreciated. I always appreciate when you guys can support me through channel memberships and the like. Becoming a channel member, of course, does give you a number of exciting perks. You get a special role on the Discord server. You get your name showing up green here on streams. You gain access to the exclusive emojis in the stream chat as well. And you get bonus redeem points to spend on things, which, yeah, you all know what redeems are. You get bonus points if you're a member, so you can redeem even more. Thank you. Yeah, Siach, however you say your name. Yeah, I agree. Like, I would say the vast majority of heroes in Overwatch Classic just feel like clunkier, like sluggish versions of themselves in modern Overwatch. It's like, wow, like D.Va feels awful, Soldier feels awful, Roadhog feels awful, Bastion feels awful. They just all feel so bad because they're so sluggish. Yay, TL, the real hero. Wednesday marks 1 year since you found my YouTube channel. Really? I'm surprised you keep track of that. I don't think I've ever kept track of the exact time or like date that I found a YouTuber I follow. It's interesting that you remember that. No Limits is gone tomorrow. Indeed it is. And I think it'll become marginally more tolerable to play because of that. It's still going to be pretty bad, though. You a Bastion hat or no hat type of guy? Ah, that's a tough one. In general, I really like baseball caps specifically, but hats in general, I really like. I like hats. I think they're a cool, like, accessory type thing. That being said, Bastion's hat always felt sort of weird to me. Like, I get what it represents. It represents him sort of, like, becoming friends with Torbjorn, and as a way to sort of make him, like, even more cute and humanized in his Overwatch 2 form. But I feel like it detracts something as well. It detracts the just cold war machine that he was in Overwatch 1, which I really liked as well. So I'm not sure that I do prefer one over the other, but they definitely have their differences, hat versus no hat. Said a while ago, the market is way too oversaturated with anime-style VTubers. Yes. I mean, VTubers, period, I think it's oversaturated. Although at this point, it's just become its own, like, genre of things, basically. But if you're talking about, like, robots specifically, Gregory, yeah, I'm shocked how few robot VTubers exist. Like, there's a few out there, but, like, not very many. And, like, I always wonder why. I think it might just be because, like, modeling robot avatars are not necessarily harder, but a lot different from modeling, like, a human or, like, furry type avatar. And I think that might be part of the reason. It's because, like, 99% of the guides you'll find for doing VTubing stuff will be for, like, oh, how to set up, like, this sort of thing. But then that just, like, doesn't work on an avatar like mine because, well, the face is just, like, fundamentally different in how it works. Also, I feel like my my wide eyes are triggering a lot today. I don't know what's up with that. Oh well. Short said it was a wall lamp, don't have a 3D printer, but you saw the eagle wing shape and instantly thought of Mercy. Ah. I mean, that'd be a cool little thing to do, honestly. I wonder... It probably wouldn't work, because, like, based on this image, like, the wing shape works because of the nature of it, like, the light source and, like, how it would fan out from that. But I was like, what if you could set up a little thing that would look like a little blue, like, Torii gate for, like, Kiriko, for, like, her Spirit Fox? That'd be cool. But, like, that just wouldn't work in the same way, because That's just not how light works. But Diva's your main, but not a huge fan of her classic gameplay mechanics at all. Oh god, Diva was so bad when Overwatch first launched, and she's awful again in classic because it's like she's just so bad. She just can't do anything. Hello, Scorpio. Welcome. Getting caught up on chat messages here. I feel like I've been talking a lot today. It's first time playing Overwatch 1 and it felt so slow and static. Yep. Exactly. Things have sped up a lot in Overwatch 2. And I, for one, love it. I love the faster pace of the game. Going back to the classic just feels so sluggish, but yeah. Planning to bite the bullet and get a 3D printer on Black Friday. Ooh. I'm curious what type of 3D printer. Because I know there's like a few different types. Like there's the resin 3D printers. Maybe they all use resin, but it's like they utilize the resin in different sorts of ways. Again, I'm not terribly versed in 3D printers, but that is cool that you're going to be getting one. I hope you have a proper room set up for it, because that's the other thing. You can't just like stick those in like your bedroom and run those, because you'll just end up gassing yourself. Like that I say that jovially, but like it's actually not safe to like run those in a bedroom. You need to have like a properly vented room. So I hope you do have the proper room set up to like use it, basically. You're enjoying support Symmetra. Really? Because of her auto-locking primary or the shields, or... I feel like I haven't seen anyone say that they've been enjoying old Symmetra. At least not this version of her. There's like other past iterations of Symmetra people like, but kind of surprised to see you enjoying this one. Say your name however you want. Alright, fair enough, Siach. Ever heard of Honkai's Star Rail? I have. I've never played it. I've never really looked into it, but I know of it. Does not seem like the type of game that I would be interested in. Time to suffer indeed. For Overwatch 1 May now. Can Overwatch 1 May come back, please? I will agree that playing May in Overwatch... I think May is one of the few heroes that feels better to play in Overwatch 1. But unfortunately, she was very unfun to play against, which is why they changed her. Turns his hat backwards to go killer mode now. You know what? That's actually true, because his head does turn around. Well, his body turns around when he goes into turret mode. So, like, technically his head turns around too, which means his hat turns around. That is a good point, Tinte. Need more VTuber robots and aliens. Yes. There are a lot of alien VTubers. Not as many as, like, humans and demons and foxes and cat girls and whatnot, but, like, I know of a few alien VTubers. And yeah. I like those. But we do need more robots. Hello, Kenobi-wan. Welcome. You're blessed with Overwatch 2 Diva now. Diva is so much better nowadays. Oh, it's incredible how bad she was. Resin versus plastic 3D printer. Plastic 3D printers are not toxic for most materials. Resin printers are toxic. Okay, so it's dependent on the type of printer then. So I guess if you're just going with a plastic printer, maybe that's easier to just like put in a room in your house you already have set up and you don't need to like vent it properly. Yeah, I don't know like how lethal the toxic fumes are per se. Like, I don't know if you're gonna like kill yourself in like a week from using it, but like it is definitely not healthy to just have one of those running frequently in a room that you're also in frequently without having proper ventilation set up for it. Like, it is definitely not good for your health to do that and to be breathing all that in. You're planning to get a plastic one, so you should be safe. Okay, fair enough. Maybe Diva's a little too good right now by comparison. Maybe. Maybe she's a little too good. But she feels a lot better to play, which I guess kind of falls into the same camp as Mei then. Mei used to feel good, now less so. But she was OP back then. Is Diva OP now? Maybe. You have to put off your suffering for half an hour. Must see gameplay. Oh, but I don't wanna suffer. Oh, I already suffer enough as is. 3 games of the cup, got the 50 points you needed. Hey, way to go. Ryan seems to be the best of the classic tanks. I would say Zarya is probably the best of the classic tanks. I feel like her bubbles are just so powerful, and the damage output she can get from that is insane. Yeah, I don't really know the difference between plastic and resin printers. Like, I'm not sure how the outcome of, like, a project you print would vary between the two. But I'm assuming there's, like, a reason that both exist. Like, one's probably better than the other at something. Or there's just, like, a price difference or, you know, something of that nature. All Blizzard games have received a 2025 roadmap except Overwatch. Do you expect them to reveal it during the OWCS Grand Finals? Yeah, let's talk about that. I don't know that they're going to reveal a roadmap per se at the finals. They might. That just feels like a weird place to, like, debut it, though. Because typically when they do, like, dev updates and stuff like that, which is, like, we already know there is going to be something at the very least related to Season 14 talked about on Friday in, like, a little panel with some of the devs at the OWCS, like, event. We don't know what that's going to be. We don't know if it's going to be regarding the new hero. We don't know if it's going to be regarding 66, competitive, what. We don't know what it's going to be. It's possible they show off, like, a roadmap, but I feel like they would have a designated standalone, like, dev update or, like, video or something if they were to do an entire 2025 roadmap. That would be, like, a lot to cram into, like, a little presentation during the OWCS. I don't think they're going to do that. That being said, it does feel like we're due for a roadmap. So I don't know. The other thing, too, to consider is there going to be a hero trial this weekend? Or next weekend? I had previously said that I thought the hero trial was going to be this weekend, starting Friday, tomorrow, and then running to Sunday, as it always does. But now I'm not so sure, mainly because we would have expected to see the gameplay trailer for Freak premiere today, which it didn't. Nothing was premiered today. Which makes me think there probably isn't going to be a hero trial tomorrow. Technically, there still could be. They could shadow drop the hero trial. That is possible. But I just don't expect them to do that. That just doesn't seem like the way they would handle it, given the context of the scenario. Since we're like already expecting a hero trial, I don't think it would make sense to just shadow drop one like that. Which means instead, if there is nothing this weekend, then almost certainly they're going to reveal the new hero next weekend at the OWCS. And that'll be part of what they talk about regarding Season 14. Like that, it has to be the case if there's nothing this weekend. They have to do it then. Like, it'd be too perfect of an opportunity for them not to. And frankly, the only opportunity they would have left to do so prior to Season 14 starting. However, if they announce and reveal Freak, or whatever his name ends up being, at the OWCS next weekend, I don't think there's actually going to be a hero trial. And at this point, I'm kind of inching toward the idea that there might not be a hero trial at all prior to the start of Season 14 for the new hero. We want a Hashimoto hero in Overwatch 2, like we haven't gotten one from that faction. I agree. A Hashimoto character would be pretty cool. Hello, Magma Block. Welcome. It's looking like a revolution. Was the weird black goo mineral stuff said to be sentient? No. The black goo is literally just vanadium. That's just what it is. It's just a weird vanadium isotope. It's not like a life form. It's not some sort of like weird like proto-molecule type thing. It's literally just vanadium. But a weird a weird unnatural, a weird naturally occurring unnatural form of vanadium, which is why it's so notable and was collected when they found it. But it's not any sort of like weird life form unless it's been infused with a weird life form by like Moira or something. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I think it's just going to be like effectively the ammo for Freak. It's going to be like his power source in essence. Kind of like how Zarya has the Tobelstein reactor, or Sigma has his black hole. Bought the Soldier Mythic and you like it a lot. Well, I'm glad you enjoy it. I'm glad there are people who do actually like the Mythic weapons, because for me, they just feel pretty underwhelming, so. But I'm glad that there are people who like them. For no hero trial, that way Season 14 will actually have something new proper. Right, exactly. So, yeah, I don't think there's... I'm at this point, I'm leaning toward there being no hero trial. Because it doesn't make sense to run a hero trial during OWCS, because all that's going to do is plunder viewership from OWCS. Like, it's one thing to announce a new hero at the finals, but to have a hero trial overlapping the finals themselves, it's like cannibalism. Their audience is being split between, you know, multiple things that they would want to ideally view both, but can't. It's like whether you're playing Freak yourself or just watching your favorite streamer stream the new hero, that's viewership pulled from the finals, which I don't think they would want. So I don't think they're going to have a trial during that weekend. And they can't have a trial the weekend after because, well, A, there's a drive event going on that weekend, and B, that's only a week and a half before the new season even starts. So, like, why have a trial that close to the actual start of the new season? Not to mention the absence of the little, like, chat message that historically has popped up whenever there's a new hero in the game files that isn't currently playable. That hasn't been there since the mid-season patch. That hasn't showed up this season at all, which, you know, maybe the devs just fixed that and got rid of that as a thing, but, like, that could also mean that there just isn't a hero in the files. We've also haven't seen any leaks regarding, like, data mined information on the hero, anything, since the mid-season patch, which was, what, a few days ago now? So, like, yeah, I think there's a good chance there's just not going to be a hero trial this time. Season 14 theme predictions. I have no idea what they're going to do theme-wise for Season 14. It could literally be anything. I would want to see a Junker theme, or a Deep Sea theme, or another space theme. But, like, I have no idea what it's actually going to be. There's probably going to be a heavy, like, holiday-themed portion of it. Kiriko is probably going to get her first proper Christmas skin, hopefully. So yeah, I expect them to reveal the new hero at the finals next weekend, but I don't think we're going to get to play them until Season 14 launches. But who knows? We won't know for sure until we see it happen. Venture did have a hero trial. Malga, Venture, and Juno, all three had hero trials. This will be the first hero in a year that hasn't gotten a hero trial if Freak doesn't have one. Hello, BT23. Good to see ya. How's the night going? It's pretty chatty so far. It's been almost an hour, and all I've been doing is yapping. So we are finally about to hop into the game. Just got to get it booted up. Could a Christmas tree fit Venture's drill? Perhaps. I think it would, actually. Whether or not they get a Christmas-themed skin, though, is... I don't know. Maybe. Currently working on your Pokemon region. Once you get your laptop in max a month, you get to code your ideas into reality. Oh, wait, you're working on, like, your own custom Pokemon region. Oh, interesting. What the hell? Why did Overwatch window my game? Okay. One second. Alrighty. Let the suffering commence. I do still have challenges to finish in this mode as well, so it's not like it's, you know, purely masochistic reasons that I'm entering this mode. Maximilian will be playable before Venture gets a legendary. Well, we know Venture's getting something next season, so... Oh boy, well, let us see. What shall we be running?
Odds of success increasing.
You know what? Yeah. Deal with... Yeah. Here's Cassidy as well. No, whoa. Yeah, I'm still getting weird lag spikes. I still got to get that resolved. GTA 6 before Venture gets a legendary. Oh boy.
Well, it's high noon somewhere in the world.
I wonder if Juno's gonna get a skin next season. I wouldn't be surprised if she doesn't. I feel like the Uraraka skin is probably like a big outlier in terms of their production pipeline. That one probably got fast-tracked specifically because they wanted to do the collab as quickly as they could. Based off Australia with a sprinkle of New Zealand. Oh boy. They haven't done a Pokemon region based off Australia yet, have they? No!
Well, now.
Like a Kiwi Pokemon mixed with a Kiwi. No! No! I was gonna flash the Mercy too. Sorry, fan the Mercy. And then I got banged myself. Darn. Ooh. Hey, you know what I meant by that. Yeah, I tried to flash the Mercy, but instead I was the one who got banged.
Back in the saddle again.
Dude fanned my ass. Oh, I'll never be able to fart again.
I feel the burn.
No. What region am I playing on? It should be NA East.
I'll just take the objective.
I've got unfinished business.
Yeah, no damage resistance. And way overboard in your junk slab roadhog mutations? Oh boy. Well, if anyone's gonna go overboard on the mutations, I feel like Roadhog's a prime candidate, you know? Ooh. Bang.
Experience tranquility.
The transcendence is so slow. I don't think so. What? Oh my god. Damage is insane. Got a cursed image of Cassidy ripping his shirt open, showing his chest hair to Mercy, stunning her. I mean, I think I'd stun just about anyone.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Oh, you're on NA West. Well, I guess you could always spoof it to switch up your region.
Thanks.
Ooh. No. I have yet to get defense on Volskaya Industries since Classic came out. It's the one thing I'm waiting to get, so I can play Junkrat. Relive one of my oldest Overwatch memories is playing Junkrat on defense on Volskaya Industries. How long ago that was.
I need a doctor. I need a medic.
I have the objective.
Hold up. Just watching your back.
Woo!
Thank you, kind.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
No! Yeah, the damn mass res. Hello, Gemma Obo, welcome.
Back into the mix.
I am on fire.
Hey, guess we'll do this the old-fashioned way.
You'd add more than 600 coins in the main tier, like way more. I wonder how they plan on balancing that going forward. For the time being, they seem pretty content with the coin output.
I'm on fire. Much better. It's fine.
No. Roadhog's in his clown skin mutation for his pig pen called Whack-A-Mole.
Back in the saddle.
And triggered the AI Venture burrows up and fights alongside Roadhog. Oh my god. It's almost like Bastion calling in the slicers during the April Fool's thing. No, that wasn't April Fool's. That was, whatchamacallit? Mirror Watch. Hello, Robo Blastoise. Welcome. Good to see ya.
Boo!
No. Your boo distracted me, Hecate's. Your boo threw off my groove. I almost got a sextuple kill. No, it's fine. It wouldn't have actually impacted it one way or the other. And hey, we still won anyways, so. What's your code in Fortnite if you decide to buy something? It's code Master Ian Gamer. Hey, speaking of Master Ian Gamer, look at this handsome lad. Yeah. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah. That's right, it is code Master Ian Gamer. All one word in the Fortnite shop. You'll see it periodically appearing on screen right there beneath the stream chat. Let's go indeed. Why do you emphasize the sex part? Wooden shoe like to know. Had any 6 Torb teams yet? I played against the 6 Torb on Hollywood, and that was a nightmare. We couldn't push the final point because they were just all molten core at the exact same time, and then they'd all have it back by the very next fight. It was a nightmare. But hey, that was classic Overwatch, so, you know. Popping off as Widow in Classic? Oh yeah, Widow is monstrous in this mode. See what I'm talking about? Notice how I am the only person in this entire 12-man match with a competitive drive title. Like, or the signature. See what I'm saying? I am convinced that like 90% of the people who are regularly playing Overwatch Classic are people who haven't seriously played Overwatch since 2017. I would bet money on it. And hey, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with older people coming back because it's the game they knew and loved. I'm just saying, the people playing Classic are not people who are otherwise playing Overwatch 2. New fans and old fans, I'm highly skeptical that there are any new fans playing Classic. Some of them have titles, though. Yeah, well, look at how many don't. Look at how many don't. Wait, we actually have a Kiriko main on our team. Ow. Or meant people at the game who weren't able to play this version. This version being Overwatch 2? This version is when Overwatch released. Well, I'm saying I don't think there's any new people where this is like their very first time playing Overwatch, period, who are specifically playing Classic. I think it's people who have played before, but haven't in a long time. Oh, and I see what you mean. People who are playing Classic because they never experienced it. I'm actually willing to bet there are very few people doing that. Not in that everybody in that position isn't like trying it, because I certainly think they are, but I think they tried it, played 3 matches, are like, oh my god, this is awful, and aren't touching it anymore. The people who are actually regularly playing Overwatch Classic, I think, are all older players who are coming back. That is my take on it. But sure, people who never played it in the first place, I think, are probably trying it out for at least a few matches. No. She's trapped. Kill her. There's nobody there left to kill her. You're not touching it anymore? Yeah. I'm only playing it because I'm streaming, and I have challenges yet to finish in it. Hello, Hidden Squid. Welcome. I see the Spylo dev video. I didn't watch the video itself, but I read through a recap of all the points that were made during it. Some interesting stuff. I like that little hero teaser they dropped right at the very end. I did listen to that portion. Work and play some of your own Overwatch Classic. Well, fair enough. Play it while you can. Still hide behind corners, wait for healing passive to kick in classic mode, probably look like an idiot. Yeah, the absence of healing passive is pretty brutal. I think this mode, more than anything else, makes me convinced that the, what was that, Season 9 where they implemented that? The Season 9 changes that added it were really good decisions that they added them. It's wild to think that we've had healing passives. The healing passive has existed for less than a year in the grand scheme of Overwatch, despite the game itself being like 8 years old. That is wild to think about. You still have the disc for the PC? Oh, the original Overwatch disc, you mean? That's a cool keepsake. Definitely hold on to that. Hello, Mouse. Welcome. You like the mode personally because of the heroes having the old abilities and balance changes from what they were first released? Makes you excited to see DPS Doomfist again. Yeah. Hopefully we see him in a future version. I would love to see DPS Doomfist as well. No! My tire. No, no! I was out of things to kill with. Even have some autographs from a bunch of the VAs. Hey, nice. That's cool. Which VAs specifically, if you recall or can share? In a 6v6 playtest, you would keep the healing passive for all, but it caps at 60% of your character's health pool, so you need your support on top you off or grab a health pack. Yeah, a lot of the changes they talked about for the 6v6 test I thought were interesting. Reverting Roadhog to his pre-rework, I think was an interesting decision on their part. Curious to see how it feels going back to that. Not so bad with Zen, because he mostly has shields as health. Yeah, shields actually matter in this version without the healing passive.
Play of the game.
On my bike, Mischievous Fox. We are looking at a Kiriko main here, folks. That is a Kiriko play of the game if ever I've seen one. Pre-rework Hog was a better character. Takes way more skill to play him now than it did. So you're saying it was better because it took less skill before. I don't know. I kind of like the direction they took Hog with the rework, but I feel like it hasn't been terribly successful as a rework. I think he's just still sort of in his niche of only being good on maps with good environmental kill locations. Got 76 Diva, Lucio, Genji, Ashe, and Sombra. Ashe's VA drew on Cassidy's face since she's not on the box, of course. Nice. Like the healing of Hog's current kit. I agree. I think it feels more fluid, which is very often a good thing. In fact, it's always a good thing for it to be more fluid.
Together we are strong.
Missed out on Matt Mercer. You're forced to go on a hellish family vacation instead. Aw, that sucks. He'd be a really good one to get for it. Resource meter heal just plays better. Yeah, so does the condensed firing mechanism, where his primary and alternate are just fused into his primary. It's so much simpler of a mechanic to use his weapon when they're just the singular. Come along now, we must push the point. Oh my god. Got a new Xbox controller due to stick drift. Really? Is that something that happens on Xbox? Because I know the Switch is notorious for its stick drift on the Joy-Cons, but I don't know if I'd ever heard about it on Xbox controller.
Together.
Wanted him to sign your DM's guide for D&D. Oh yeah, that would have been a good thing to get him to sign. Ah, shame. Maybe you'll get an opportunity again someday. I don't think so. No. No Jackson, welcome. Haven't seen any new teaser for Tank Hero yet. No. At this point, I don't think they're going to be releasing a trial either this weekend or at all prior to the season starting. I think they're going to reveal the hero next weekend at the OWCS finals, but there's not going to be a trial. It's just going to be when the season goes live for season 14 that we get to play him. What? Don't like the healing meter. It felt like you healed more on the regular ability cooldown. You didn't have to min-max as much. It's difficult to engage on him because of that. I don't know. It feels more, like, useful is the thing, having it on a meter. It's definitely harder to play around it when you're playing against Roadhog, but there's still enough counters to him, just like anti-heal him, or if you stun him like right as he starts using it, there's still that tiny cooldown, which keeps him from being able to like properly use it, you know, even with the meter. No! Freak won't join comp till mid-season. I don't think they'd make it that long. Probably be only like a week or two if they don't have a trial. I'd be shocked. There's no way they're going to make it mid-season. That's way too long. That's a whole month. One of the devs in chat with Spylo said the next few weeks are going to be freaky. Yeah, that I heard that bit. I saw a clip of that, and I was like, oh yeah, they're definitely teasing the new hero with saying that. What the hell? That was weird. I put the bubble on him, but then it didn't apply. Huh. So they did For All Heroes Before Venture? Was it until the mid-season? I don't remember it being that long that they had them locked out of comp. I thought it was only for like 3 weeks tops. No, how could this happen?
Play of the game.
Ooh, another thing that I'm actually doing with tonight's stream is I'm actually running it a little differently on YouTube. So I'm using the ultra low latency settings with it, which should mean that there's a very short, like, delay between, you know, the thing happening and you seeing it on YouTube. So I'm curious if that's, like, noticeable at all, or how that'll feel, if there'll be any, like, other weird sort of things you notice, because I'm running it in this mode. But ideally, it should enable for quicker responses, so I can see your message as soon as you send it, and you can hear me respond as soon as I do. Forgot how difficult characters with shield health were to kill in Overwatch 1, especially in the early days. Back then, they were basically the only characters with built-in regen. Yep, that is right. That is right. It takes 2 hands to clap.
True self is without form. It is time to act.
What happened to you?
You tell me, Doc. Where's Sombra when you need her? Pathetic blacks, my lucky.
Oh. You can't spam the line anymore. How did this version of Overwatch win Game of the Year? It was a very different era back then. We were simpler people. We had yet to experience Fortnite. Oh god. Yes, Dragonclaw, this is how low Zen's health was at launch. Only 150.
Flimsy shield.
Yes, Zen was a fragile little monk boy, wasn't he? Don't sneeze on him. He just might pass away. But at the same time, Discord was an absolute menace, so, you know.
Your weakness is revealed. Scanning. Peace be upon you.
Ah! Just one shot by the Bastion. Yep. That's about right.
The cycle begins.
Old Discord got hacked and now you don't trust anyone? Good. You shouldn't trust anyone. Not anyone online, at least. Never trust anyone you can't see with your own eyes. Ooh.
Into the iris. Be discouraged. Everyone begins in ignorance.
Does my avatar actually track my eye movement? Well, sure it does. How else do you think I'm doing that? And that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Gotta be tracking something.
Over here. Witness the flame of my soul. Forged in the dragon's breath. Wipe them off the field.
60 seconds.
There is chaos waiting.
Get him, kill the Bastion. Nice. Yeah, Discord was so strong.
Heroes never die.
Now to strike. I am on fire. But an extinguisher is not required.
An extinguisher is not required. You and your GF are going to play some Classic in a bit. She's actually the one who got you into Overwatch back in 2017, but she fell off years ago. Wow. See, that's exactly what I'm saying. Older players coming back are the ones playing Classic. And what I'm curious about is how long these players will stick around. Will they stick around for the entire 3 weeks? Or no? A.
Play of the game.
Experience victory. Thank God. I wonder how Blizzard is really going to measure success with this mode. Because at the end of the day, they're still a company and they're going to still be looking at how to make money, right? So if Overwatch Classic, if all it does is it brings back a bunch of old players who play it for like 1 to 3 weeks, don't buy any skins, and then leave as soon as it's gone, is that actually valuable to Blizzard? I wonder how they would assess that sort of outcome. And at the same time, I wonder how many people would come back to Overwatch, like right now, and be like, oh, this is fun. Maybe I'll stick around. And oh, Overwatch 2 and 5v5 isn't that bad. Maybe I will buy these 5 Kiriko skins. I don't know. I'm curious.
Enough waiting around.
Hello, the Danimator? D4nimator? Whichever you go by, welcome. Experience my Careful now. This is a no-sus channel, you know. So they measure how long people play and how and if it brings in new players or old players, that's how they're looking at it. It's what they said in the dev interview. Well, sure, that's what they're going to say publicly. Like, they're not going to say, oh, we want to see how many people who come and play this end up buying skins and spending money. They're not going to say that publicly. But, like, that is what they're going to be looking for. Because if a bunch of people come back and play the game, but they're not actually making any money off those players, that's not really valuable, per se. Unless, you know, the attention alone is somehow generating revenue in, like, other ways. What? Oh my god. I've also noticed like a weird sort of like, I swear they added in like a weird sort of friction to like walking past walls that like hasn't existed in a while, where it's like I feel like I get stuck on like corners in like a weird way that I haven't in Overwatch 2. New players equal new possible revenue, but only if they stick around. And again, I'm not convinced that this mode is bringing in new players. Like, maybe new players who haven't experienced it, but have, like, some experience with Overwatch. But I am very skeptical that anyone is logging in to play Overwatch Classic who's never played any version of Overwatch before. That seems very unlikely to me. But I don't know. You know, I don't have access to all those stats and data, so I could be wrong. There could be a lot of other interesting stuff going on here that they're making a bank off of in their own way. Oh my god. Yeah. Tanks are so squishy. Did they also change the UI back? No, they didn't. It's still the Overwatch 2 UI, save for like the hero portraits. Ooh. No. Tanks have always meant to be a little squishy. I mean, that kind of defeats the point of them being a tank, though. Not much of a tank if you can get squished. Ooh.
Here I am.
It's been great for marketing. Yeah, I think that's probably what they have to gain the most from it. Just the marketing of like, hey, classic Overwatch is back. Like, just in like a general marketing sense. I'm sure that's been like the biggest aspect for them, where it's like, yeah, maybe I forgot about Overwatch, haven't played it in a while. but like you have played Overwatch 2, or at least the latter days of Overwatch 1, Classic might be what it takes to get you back in and then get back invested. Like, that's probably where they have, like, where they stand to gain the most from it.
Operating at optimal levels.
Mad Monkey.
No one can hide.
Oh, there's the Mei. No, no, no! Oh, man.
Locked and loaded.
Danke. Merci. I am fully focused.
Got you in my sights.
They all come crawling back. No one can hide from my sight.
No, no! Forgot about let's drop the beat. I think my favorite part of this is just hearing all the old voice lines. It has been wonderful getting to hear them again.
Now you have my attention.
Danke.
Just what I needed.
Ooh.
Blood for blood. Thank you. No one can hide from my sight.
I'm ready to unleash the molten core.
No, come on! You really wanted me dead. Sure you're awful with Widow? I never said I was awful with Widow. Whoever suggested such a thing?
Let's try that again.
Ooh. Well, that's not where I wanted that to go.
Here I am.
You never play her? I never played damage, period, to be fair.
Merci.
Ooh la la.
Monkey harassment? Yeah, no kidding.
No one can hide from my sight. No one can hide from my sight.
Oh, come on.
Do not provoke me.
Did that sting?
On my way.
Oh my god. No. Music's dominating me, yeah. And fair enough. I know exactly how he feels fighting against the Widow, so can't fault him. Whoopsies. No! No! How could this happen? How could this happen?
Play of the game.
Oh no. Oh no, it's gonna be him clapping my ass. Hey. Not my fault, I'm bad at Widow. Where am I with these challenges? So almost got the wins. Almost done with defense. Gotta do a lot more offense, of course. Of course. I should try playing Tracer.
Prepare for battle.
Defense.
Select your hero.
Favorite type of potato? Do French fries count?
The front lines are no place for a scientist.
I guess it's a good thing.
What's different about Tracer? Honestly, not much. Tracer has historically changed very little over the years. She's kind of like the center point that the rest of the game's balance revolves around. So she's pretty functionally similar, but like, given that the other heroes and stuff are different, she doesn't play identically. But like, balance-wise, she's pretty similar. Like, hit and ability-wise, she's very similar.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Do 3 maze, oh boy.
Incoming.
Hello, Fat Dabs, welcome. Nope, no. Yeah, Soldier hasn't changed much either. His primary fire is probably the part that's changed the most,
Mission ain't over.
because it still has the spread like it used to before they had the more like, you know, focused version. Which I think they changed that sometime late in Overwatch 1. They changed the way his primary fire works, but yeah, this is the old version, of course. It's the difference between redeem points and fox points. Fox points are used to customize your little fox avatar on the bottom of the screen. Redeem points are used to do sound, audio, GIF redeems, and like turret drops, stuff like that. Basically, redeem points are for funny redeems. Fox points are for foxes.
I've got you in my sights.
Now. You get Cultist Zen or the Recolor? I'd say get Cultist. I prefer the original Cultist. Ow!
This old dog's got a few tricks.
See, there you go. That's an example of a redeem point being spent. Or in this case, several. Bought Spooky Co. and Soldier's mythic weapon yesterday. Hey. Yeah, wait. Bought Spooky... You mean you bought the Battle Pass? The Ultimate Bundle? You mean you bought Spooky Co.?
How embarrassing. I'll pretend I didn't see that.
You didn't see that. Thank you very much. You mean you bought the Spooky Co. skin, you're saying, as opposed to you bought Spooky Co.'s mythic weapon. Because Kiriko doesn't have a mythic weapon yet. Homing rockets, or helix rockets home to enemies when you're using visor. But it's like a soft homing, right? It like follows the targeting of it, but like they still have a travel speed such that they won't like home in that same way, right? Unless I'm misremembering a mechanism they had. Oh no! Hello, Kiriko. Welcome. Good to see ya. And Double Edge as well. Hello, hello. Why didn't I use the teleporter? Because I forgot it existed. Cheap. Oh. All right. Look how quickly we got back to that battlefield. Thanks, Sim.
Over here.
Stop the pain.
Yes, the bundle, and yes, the skin is called Spookiko now. I mean, for me personally, Spookiko is not only more fun to say, it's easier to remember than Yatagarasu. So, yeah, I just call it Spookiko too. Even though most people don't know what I'm talking about it when I say it.
Took out their air support. Team, heal up here. I'm a man on a mission. Stay out of my way.
Teleporter. I'm willing to bet they actually deployed that teleporter forgetting how deploying teleporters works. They probably thought they had to activate it there and then activate the other end like on the battlefield. And then they're like, oh wait, this just puts this end here and the other one auto spawns. I'm willing to bet that's what happened there. Got the Black Cat bundle today. Nice. Rocking them Black Cat skins. Spookiko's named Chibi Kiriko's sister. Are they sisters? I never quite got that impression. I always sort of assumed Spookiko was just like Kiriko from another dimension. Like, if Kiriko was from the ghost dimension, that's who Spookiko is. That was what I assumed, at least. I guess we don't really know. We don't know much about Spookiko yet. It's kind of a new addition to this universe. Uh-oh. Curio, she was sent to the Shadow Realm. More like Curio, she was born in the Shadow Realm. Molded by it. You merely adopted the Shadow Realm. I was born in it. I need to take the high ground. I'm a man on my mission. Stay out of my way. Yeah, he didn't last long after saying that. Ooh. Ooh.
Get out of my way or I'll run you over.
Mercy, heal me. Heal me. We have a Mercy? No, not anymore. In fact, for all we know, maybe we never had a Mercy. God, it's so much harder to land shots with this version of Soldier. Ooh. You're going home in a box. Why do you call that skin Spookiko? Because a YouTuber calls her that, and now I do too. I mean, Spookiko just like, it's got a ring to it, you know? It's funny. It like fits the whole naming convention of Kiriko that we've adopted on this channel. And it's a lot easier to remember and pronounce than the skin's actual name. So, you know, Spookiko.
Boo!
Speaking of,
I'm not a young man anymore.
Played some more Classic last night. Finally got to play in Volskaya. Nice. I'm still waiting to play Volskaya Defense. I want to play at least one defense match as Junkrat on Volskaya Industries, because that's one of my oldest Overwatch memories, and I want to relive that. But I've yet to get Volskaya Defense, so... I've played it like 4 times now, and all those have been attacked, so... Oh god. No, get me out of here! Eee!
Never leave a teammate behind.
I always forget, can I... What? I always forget if it's mechanically possible to throw your biotic field off a ledge. By like jumping, dropping it, and then navigating back over the ledge before it drops. So you're like... Well, I got one. And they immediately got rezzed. Ours have you on their hit list? Yeah, no kidding. I'm like the only... Well, I guess we have two widows and another soldier. Maybe I'm not the only one countering them, but I feel like they should be countered a bit harder considering our team composition right now. Ooh.
Team, heal up here.
Spookiko is one of the best memes on this channel. Is she a meme? I mean, I guess you could consider her a meme. I will admit, she's introduced some much-needed snarkiness that I feel like was lacking from the rest of the stream's cast. Oh dear. It might be Jover.
Boo!
Exactly. Run, soldier, run! Gotta get to that point. No! Half the revenue Blizzard gets from Kiriko. I'm maybe not Kiriko alone, but probably Kiriko plus Mercy combined. That could be half. That could very easily be half. Yeah. So Wednesday's your birthday. Hey, happy early birthday, Knuckles. Man, a lot of you are having birthdays this past month. A lot of November babies around here. Gee, I wonder why. What is November exactly 9 months after? Surely no love-themed holidays. Couldn't be. How the ragdolls spin in this mode. Yeah, I've noticed that too. I wonder if that's something they deliberately went back and added in. All right, let's see. So we got to do more of everything, basically. The Temple of a Nudist. We get defense here. Why can't we get it on Volskaya? Although, we'll see how this goes. Most of your family has birthdays in November. Kinda sus. Kinda sus.
Justice will be done.
Yeah, well redeemed, Gregory. Kinda sus. You're on a whole team of Reapers last night and you won. Oh boy. Yeah, a lot of the like stuff I've seen is just people going like 6 Torbs or 6 Winstons or 6 Roadhogs. And like, I'm glad people are having fun doing that, but I'm also so glad that's not what like actual Overwatch is like these days. Otherwise, I would not still be playing this game. But it's fun for a mode like this, you know. Interesting insinuation. Uh-huh. Whole team of bratty fox girls. Oh, we can dream. We can dream. I mean, once the 6v6 test comes back around, I guess there won't necessarily be no limits, but we'll find a way to make it work. Quick, pour, prepare your toilet. I remember back when Reinhardt used to just be a shield babysitter. Like, that's all he did. It was just babysit the Bastion. Hold up your barrier in front of the Bastion and then let him know when it's about to break so we can move. Like, that was Reinhardt for a significant portion of Overwatch's life. Not very many people fondly recalling those days. Not Rein mains, at least. Nor tanks, period, I feel. I'm not so sure that Spookyko is my daughter. I'm not even sure Kiriko is my daughter. I don't want to make any sort of implications about Spookyko on top of that. Ooh. Quick. Hammer away. Ooh. No! I just had to pin the Zen out of all of them. You're in Classic as Reinhardt, and there was another Rein on your team, and Reinhardt on the enemy team. The other Rein on your team got play of the game by charging himself and 3 heroes off the map. Ah, yes, the splash charge, as it was. Where you just knock a bunch of people back, even though you don't pin them. That was an iconic one, wasn't it? They reverted lighting on this map. Oh, did they? I didn't even notice. Oh, no. Run away, Mercy. Run away. Hello, Pixel Ghost. Welcome. Just got home from a class trip. Well, I hope it went well for you. Good to see you here. Remember when you'd hold still in the payload as Torb hitting his turret and nothing else and spamming, I'm gonna give it all I got? Yeah. This mode is bringing back a lot of memories, and I'll be honest, not all of them are good. There's a lot of memories this mode has been bringing back for me where I'm like, boy, am I glad this isn't how Overwatch works today. But it's quaint, you know, to relive it. For this brief window. Bastion the payload princess. Indeed he was. Got the charge. Being able to actually pin with this was so difficult. Got him. No! No! Went on a company headquarters tour. They had a great setup, very similar to Google vibes. Entire floor of snacks with a koi pond with actual koi. Wow. Are koi a fish or just a pond description? Koi are, I think, like a type of goldfish, which are themselves a type of carp. There might be a slightly different, like, correct classification to it, but, like, that's my understanding. They're all carp, I think, at the end of the day. Goldfish are carp, koi are carp. It's just carp all the way down. Every fish at the end of the day is just a carp. But especially koi and goldfish. Are catfish a type of carp? I actually don't know about that, now that I think about it. Or back in the day, basically engineer with less steps. Yes, less steps and less you could do as him as well. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No! How'd he get up so quick? Do I like eating fish? It depends how you prepare it. I think fish can taste really good, but like, I wouldn't say I love fish. I like fish. It can be pretty good, but it's not like a favorite food of mine by any means. I prefer shellfish, honestly. Imagine if upgrading his turret also required scrap. I think it might have in like not an official release version, maybe not even a beta, but like I want to say maybe the devs commented on like at one point in development it did require scrap to upgrade his turret. I might be totally making that up though. I'd have to double check that. Do I eat poke? Poke? Oh, you're gonna have to remind me what that is, because there's like the poke bowls, right? It's like an Asian type thing, right? Love some good salmon. Southern style fish is pretty nice too. Yeah, fried fish is pretty good, but fried like anything is pretty good, I guess. So you know. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, tuna can be good. Trying to think if there's like any outstanding type of fish I really like. Why did that sound so muted? Do you guys hear that? The audio from that sounded like muffled. Like it was my neighbor playing it really loudly through the walls. See ya, Sietch. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good one. Take care. Never liked Long John Silver's. I don't know if I've ever actually been to a Long John Silver's. I've definitely seen them around, but I don't think I've been to one. Yeah, maybe try playing Tracer here. Welcome back from your lurk, Blastoise. You have some good classic matches. Poke bowl is the bowl with rice or noodles. You can add raw fish or cooked protein with fresh veggies. Ah, okay. I mean, like, I guess I have had that before. I don't know that I've ever like gone to like a specific like restaurant or eatery like for those, but I've certainly like had that before. I recently went to a Japanese restaurant. What did I get there? I think I got soba and it was pretty good. I don't know. I'm not really the sort of person who like eats a lot of like foreign foods, to call it that. But I definitely enjoy it when I get the opportunity. Long John Silver's has got to be some sort of a money laundering scheme. Yeah, that is the sort of impression I've gotten as well. It does feel like it shouldn't exist, especially in some of the places I've seen it exist. It's like, do they really have fish here of all places? No, it's not the recall. What do I eat? Oh, you know. Dirt, acorns, leaves, whatever I find on the ground, basically. Just had an Nepal match where your team were all Bastion and you somehow won. Yeah, the meme comps are kind of ridiculously good in this version of Overwatch. Actually, what am I doing? Oh, this is just disgusting. Have I found a brig on the ground? Excuse me? Excuse me? Sadly, no, not yet, but I have been looking. Pretty feverishly, too, at this point. You eat lead paint. Not for very long, I don't imagine you will. I don't think you'll be eating anything for very long if part of your diet's lead paint. Back in your day, you used to call her Chibiko. Yes, and alas, we cannot any longer, sadly. Pretty sure my diet's 33% peanut butter, 33% jelly, 33% waffle. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Woo. Hello, Number Drop. Welcome. Good to see you. You're curious who tried it, and it's pretty good. The peanut butter and jelly waffle, you're saying? It is. It's like a sweeter peanut butter and jelly sandwich, is how I would describe it. Hey, thank you, BT23. How kind. Thank you.
No one can hide from my sight.
Oh my god, you see how much... Good lord. What else hit her? Okay, the Widow hit her. It wasn't just me burning through her there. I was gonna say. He went down quick. Sus. What the hell is sus? Ooh.
Into the iris.
That's rough, buddy.
Thanks, Zuko. Hey. Check it out. Pro Tracer, by the way. Yeah. Detroit Smash. What? Ghost Cat. The hell did she do?
Behold the hamster. Behold the champion.
Yeah. Monkey is gone. Reduced to atoms. What if the pulse bomb, instead of being an explosion, it would just like desync the person it hits from time? So you just like send Winston into the past. And it basically just erase him from existence for you. What if that was how she just dealt with things? Oh, let me just throw you into the past where I don't have to deal with you anymore.
Traveling to Nepal.
Indeed, I can play her. Just don't ask me to play her in Overwatch 2. What's another hero I haven't played Genji yet. Time for Genji. Time for Genji. Time for... Oh.
Order and discipline. That is the only way.
It did to enemies what it did to her in April Fools with the old-fashioned guns. Old-fashioned guns. Oh, that's right.
Only here.
That would be kind of fun. I don't know how you'd like actually implement that as like a useful mechanic, but that'd be a interesting one. Just to send him to the past. I think the ult should change to something time-related. Pulse Bomb can be an ability with high cooldown. I mean, in terms of balance, I don't think it needs to change, but like, I have always felt like Pulse Bomb was kind of a weird ultimate for her, because it didn't feel like it thematically quite fit with the rest of her kit, but I think like ability-wise and balance-wise, it's fine. Uh-oh. Ah! Mada. Did they rebuff Genji's cake? I sure hope so. Let's check it out. I don't know. Does that look rebuffed to you? Did it look like they slathered some more icing on it? It's kind of hard to tell. Welcome back, Hecates. What'd you miss? Only a phenomenal Tracer victory on my part. Need better lighting. Yeah, the lighting's not the best, but, you know, we work with what we got. Yo. Uh-oh. No! By the way, I suck at Genji. Unlimited blinks on a timer with the Pulse Bomb. Ooh, that could be kind of fun.
Let us hope for a different outcome.
Basically just like a supercharged version. Maybe. That'd be an interesting idea to play around with and see how they could make that work. And I'm out of here. No. Woo. Tracers originally intended to have Time Bomb, which froze or slowed time for the enemy team. They decided that was too punishing. Okay, I don't know if I remembered that one specifically, because I remember Lucio used to have his ultimate, like, slowed time for people. And, like, he went super fast, like the squirrel from Over the Hedge, basically. But, like, that just felt like, yeah, in that same sort of way, too punishing and too annoying for other players. Have I played Reaper yet? I have. He doesn't feel great. Like most heroes in this mode, he feels like a clunky version of his Overwatch 2 self. Uh-oh. No! Never left concept that's mentioned in the art of Overwatch. Okay.
I will not waste this chance.
Don't think they could add a time-related ultimate without it being unfair for everyone else. I agree. Yeah. I think it would be just so frustrating to play against. Just on like a mechanical level, it would be annoying to play against that. I don't expect they could ever do it. He's committed. Oh my god, he wanted to be dead. They confirmed whether or not they're updating for weeks 2 or 3, or is it the same patch the whole event? So tomorrow they're going to remove, or I should say tomorrow they're going to add hero limits, so you can't have multiple of a given hero on a team. But other than that, they're not going to be changing at all for the 3 weeks. Oh god. They're not going to be like introducing different like phases or anything during this initial 3-week trial. They're going to save that for potentially future trials that they run.
My spirit blazes.
Aww. Automatically sets the game into overtime for the next 8 or however many seconds. Sets into overtime. Yeah, that would be interesting. An ability that just like adds overtime. Or maybe reduces it if you're like defending. That would be a weird ability. I don't think they could make that work. I don't want to play Genji anymore. Let's yeah. Oh my god, her rockets feel awful. She's so sluggish. Reaper is also meant to have grenades like Junkrat and a smoke bomb. Smoke bomb never left concept, but he uses grenades in the original Overwatch cinematic. That's why his guns have 2 barrels. Oh, because the other barrels are going to shoot the grenades. Yeah, because I remember that grenades were a part of his concept because, yeah, we see them in that original trailer. I didn't know that about his guns, though. That's why they had the 2 barrels on them. Guess that makes sense. Oh, what the? No. It's mine. Whoa. God, she does a ton of damage, but her flight is so clunky. The knockback on that is crazy, too. Oh, dear. She's always been sluggish, but she's not as sluggish as she is. Like, nowadays, she's not as sluggish as she is in this one. She gets a lot more mobility. Feels better to fly in Overwatch 2. The moon on the north hemisphere looks reverse of the one on the southern hemisphere, just like the moon would always look sideways on the equator. Ah. Oh, in the north hemisphere. Oh. Wait, why is that? Is that like a weird perspective illusion type thing, or what's the deal with that? Oh my god. No! One set of barrels are his shotguns and have no rifling. The others are the grenade launchers and have rifling. Ah, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. I never knew that about his shotguns. Holy moly. Hey, congrats on the catch, Hecatees. Love playing far in this mode. Well, I'm glad you like it, because I'm about ready to swap back to Tracer at this rate. Ugh. Pew. Oh my. Don't get good, me. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it now. Bastion was supposed to fly for his ult. Yeah, I remember that. That was another one that did they ever have a playtest version of that? I don't think publicly, but I don't remember if it was purely a concept or if like it got into internal testing before they scrapped it. But yeah, he used to turn into like an attack helicopter effectively, which would be so funny to see. Yeah, it wasn't in the beta. And you know, it definitely wasn't in the beta because there's no, I don't think there's any footage of it. But I remember that they've talked about that being what it was at one point. People in the northern hemisphere are kind of like upside down compared to people in the southern hemisphere, so the moon changes. I'm trying to think. So, like, the perspective on it.
This is so unfair!
It is unfair. So you'd be looking at the moon from a different perspective, depending on the hemisphere you're in. But would you necessarily be looking at a different facing of it? I'm trying to, like, in my mind, like, map how, like, a viewpoint perspective would line up relative to where the moon would be. Well, I guess we gotta play Symmetra now. We gotta knock out these supports one way or another.
The true enemy of humanity is
I think it'd be cool to see some of the conceptualized abilities on the characters for an April Fool's, maybe. Doomfist throwing a rock, Bastion mine, Torbjorn with the claw trap thing. Yeah, that'd be a fun thing for them to explore.
Nerf this!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No! Ah! Why must you all be so mean to me? Why must you treat me this way? It's the same face, it just looks upside down between hemispheres. Oh, I see, okay, yeah, I see what you mean now. Yeah, it would be like flipped because you're looking at it from like that different perspective. Yeah, I think maybe I just like either misinterpreted or misread your original comment then about what it was.
How embarrassing.
If that makes sense.
I'll pretend I didn't see that.
Shut up. You didn't see anything. Oh, that's right. I give shields to people. I forgot about that. Whee! Here you go, everybody. Have your shields. Have your shields. Why am I not... Is it the range? Ah! God, Symmetra. I don't even play modern Symmetra, so this is like really weird to get used to. Time for some pro sim? No. This is dumpster wood tier Symmetra at best. Don't get your hopes up. Ian should be a character in Overwatch, only 100 health, but his ult cranks him up to 5,000 with a 10-second timer of constant diva bombs and kitsune rushes. Yeah. I should be like an Easter egg character, where if you input like the Konami code when playing as like Bastion or Zenyatta, you like temporarily unlock Master Ian Gamer as the playable character. Whee! Is that a good spot? Probably not. Eat my... Ah! Symmetra's trash in this mode? Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm working in, like, a worst-case scenario. I'm bad at the modern hero. I'm bad at the old hero. And the hero herself is bad. So, like, yeah, this is gonna be fun. Let's get it over with.
How embarrassing. I'll pretend I didn't see that.
Shut up, Spooky Co. Nobody's charmed by your weird foxy humors. Whee! Come get your microwave dinner. Tonight, microwaved sashimi. You'd rather throw her turrets? Yeah, having to manually place them is so tedious. Why is she even considered a support? All she gives is 25 shields. They had a very different idea of what it meant to be a support back then. Ooh. Everybody got their shields? Got shields? There's your shields. Shields for you get a shield, and you get a shield, and you get a shield. Yeah, the sentries kind of were more like actual sentries in a sense. You're also supposed to use the sentries not just to deal damage and slow people, but to like detect where they're pushing through. Which is like a rather support-like mechanic insofar as like it's like almost like a recon type mechanic, which, like, you know, Hanzo has a sonic arrow still, but like the idea is to use the turrets to like detect enemy movements more than purely dealing damage. Widow's so broken. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Welcome Asa, by the way. Yeah, Widowmaker is very powerful in this mode. Oh yeah, I should like do that. Yeah.
My teleporter is online. Keep an eye out. Turret online. Behold my exceptionality.
Ooh. Mercy, no.
I am restored. Sentry turret placed.
God, those projectiles are so slow. Oh, she's so slow.
Suppress this target. You are shielded.
See ya, Knuckles. Have a good one. Hello, Hatin Ja. However you say your name, welcome.
Turret in place.
Oh God. We heading out after the match? All right, Gregory. Well, no worries. Have a good one once you head out. Wow, it is. Wow, it's already almost been 3 hours. Time's moved a lot faster tonight than it did on Tuesday when we were streaming. Maybe it's because we spent an hour chatting at the start. That usually does it. Ba-doo. Miss my hero concepts. Yeah, I get comments like that a lot from people who said they enjoyed the hero concepts. I'm glad people really like those, but unfortunately nowadays they're just a lot harder to do. They're not as like relevant of a thing.
Sentry deployed. Outstanding.
Oh my God, what am I even supposed to do with her? Sim's slow, Diva's slow, Zen is slow, everyone is slow. Yep. It's slow Overwatch. Ooh. The fact that you have to like manually give shields to everyone too is so like, why? It's such a tedious way of implementing a mechanic like this. It's like, oh, you gotta go around and give it to everybody, and if they die and come back, you gotta give it to them again, and if you die, you gotta go and give it to them again. It's like, why? Why did he make it so tedious?
I will follow my path.
No. No. At least it's over. What do you call Overwatch in winter? Snow Overwatch. Ha ha ha. I wouldn't be surprised if they named like a winter game mode Snow Overwatch at some point. Playing Overwatch Classic makes you love modern Overwatch. Yeah, me too. Me too. Say what you will about balance, Overwatch 2 feels amazing to play from a mechanical standpoint. Yeah, absolutely, I agree. Mechanically, Overwatch 2 feels way better than this. It's so much more fluid, it's so much faster paced, things just work better. Maybe some kits are a bit bloated, but like the general just flow of gameplay and actual characters just feels so much smoother. How can you not love it? All right, team. You three know what to do.
Build 'em up, break 'em down.
See you, Robo Blastoise. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good one. You don't get speed boosts from hopping off walls. Oh, I see what you're saying. You can kind of use Lucio tech, but you don't get the speed boost. Yeah. Yeah, Lucio wall ride feels awful in this mode. I'm bad at wall riding, period, even with modern Lucio, and like this one feels bad. I have big plans for you. Back with hot apple cider. Oh boy, it's fall indeed, ain't it? Hot apple cider. A pirate season with Pirate Cove Overwatch or Treasure Trove Overwatch. I like those. I wouldn't be surprised if they did a pirate season. I could easily see them doing that. And we could get like a Pirate Lord skin, or like the Mythic, where it'd be some sort of like, you know, well, Pirate Lord. You could have like different designs. You could have like a skeleton version of them, like the way Jack Sparrow is like normal Captain Jack and then skeleton Captain Jack. They could do something like that. I could easily see them do that. Come get your armor. How do you level up his turret? With your hammer. Too hot for ya. Oh yes, and Gregory, take care as well if you're still here. Have a good night. Maybe the devs did this intentionally so we can appreciate all the effort they put into Overwatch 2. I think there's a non-zero chance that was a major factor in why they did this. But more than anything, probably because they knew it would bring a bunch of people back to the game. Bring people back, hope some of them stay. Of which I am very curious to see how many people that this mode brings back to the game will actually end up sticking around for a tangible period of time. I forget, can I? No, you can't repair other Torb's turrets, right? Yeah, okay. Man, even TF2 let you do that before Overwatch. Ooh. I have big plans for you. I almost wish they had gotten rid of the ping system in this mode. It just feels weird having it back. Or having it when, like, it shouldn't be there, you know? Toasted ham and cheese and banana, melon and spinach, almond milkshake. What the hell? Oh, ah! So get chatted to the big dragon. Banana, melon, and spinach almond milkshake. That is quite the combo there. I'm gonna be real, you had me in the first half, and then you started adding spinaches and almond, and I think you went off the rails real quick. But ham and cheese sounds pretty good. Man, ham and cheese is, like, honestly goated. It's so simple. Just like ham, cheese. Put it on some bread. Maybe add a bit of seasoning. Delicious. There's this restaurant I sometimes go to, and, like, they just have the best ham and cheese. Oh, it's on, like, this garlic type bread. Wait, that's not my turret. That's the wrong baby. It's, like, on this, like, garlic type bread with, like, the seasoning. It's, oh, and it's huge too is the other thing. It's like $10 for this entire loaf of bread just slathered in ham and cheese, and it is so good. Oh, I love it. Oh no, you don't. I can't believe how slow this hammer swings. It's ridiculous. You have an excuse to have a golden gay time now? Unfortunately, I do know what those are. Or should I say fortunately, because they actually sound, well, I'd say pretty good, but someone would clip that out of context. Fans, after playing Overwatch Classic, you're right, we were wrong. Have I played the new update in Fortnite? I have not, no. I was considering doing that tonight, but I was like, we still got Overwatch Classic to play. But I'll get around to it soon. Ooh, only need one more defense match. And then we'll be done with that. And yeah, now we're just working on these because we finished all the games we need to play. And these are just XP, so it's not even that bad if I don't finish these. You like turkey and cheese with some mayo? Turkey's good too. Turkey is good, but I definitely prefer ham. Ham just has like a meatiness to it, you know? A juiciness, a je ne sais quoi that you just don't get with that bird meat. Doesn't Torb have like 4 different levels of turret? He has 3. When he builds it, when he first deploys it, it's level 1. He has to hammer it to get it to level 2. And then if it's level 2 and he uses his ultimate, it automatically upgrades to level 3 for the duration of his ultimate. We need a tank now, don't we? Ha 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 ha. Hee hee hee. Ooh hoo hoo. Ah ha ha hoo ha ha. Let's suffer through Diva, shall we?
You remind me of someone. You're so serious, though.
I believe you are mistaken.
Come, thanks.
These old voice lines. They're so nice. They're so nice. They bring me back to a simpler time. Man, sometimes I wonder how things would have turned out differently if I'd started like really getting into streaming back in like 2017 as opposed to now. I wonder how things would be different. Diva's horrible. What did they do to your girl? They massacred her. That's what they did.
One for my highlight reel. Thanks.
She is honestly just so awful, though. It's absurd that they ever thought this was like a good and balanced version of the hero. I'm so glad they better tuned her. And they did that pretty quickly, too. Like, it wasn't long before they put defense matrix on a resource meter. That was something they added real quick. Miss Diva's missile in this mode, yeah. The missiles, the slower move speed while firing, the fact you can't shoot while flying, and of course, defense matrix on a cooldown versus a meter is just... Ugh. Horrible. Does Cassidy's ultimate feel better in Classic or no? You hate using modern cast ult. I don't really play him enough, period, to really notice how different it feels, but I'm sure it is, like, a bit different. Like, I don't play him enough in modern Overwatch to really know how to compare it on, like, just a game sense level. You loved Golden Gate time since you were 3, but now you like having Golden Gate time, wink wink, nudge nudge. Aha, we're gonna assume you're talking about the ice cream in both those scenarios, just to be safe. No! See that gorilla got shot down? Who, Harambe? Man, I was just over there at the zoo spectating him the other day. Look how they massacred our ape. Honestly, Harambe really was the impetus of everything going downhill, wasn't he? Like, Harambe died, Overwatch released, and the world has never been the same. Hey. Pulse bombs out for Harambe. Have they played Mei yet? I don't think I played her today, but I did play her. You know, maybe I played her off stream actually when I played her. I have played her, but I'll probably play her, you know, either next or in a bit. Although I am almost done with the defense role, so I don't really need to play much more defense. Man, we need to focus on offense and supports, but ugh. Heaven forbid I have to play Mercy. No. No. Hello, Nugget Gamer. Only thing about Diva better in Classic Overwatch is her Bunny Blaster feels like it does more damage. I'm actually not sure what the damage numbers are on it compared to live. I'm willing to bet a lot of the reason launch Diva was so bad is that the devs really overestimated the value of her second life. Like, the fact that she demax and then can call in a new mech is like... It's seen as just like, oh, that's so cool because she dies, but she doesn't actually die. And I'm sure that's why they're like, oh, we need to balance her and like nerf her in all these other ways because that's so strong. But then it's just like actually not that strong. In fact, it can actually be a bad thing sometimes because it can like unintentionally stagger her. Pokemon Go, that's right! That was the same summer of Pokemon Go, wasn't it? Man. 2016 really was a magical year for better or for worse, wasn't it? Especially that summer.
I am ready to activate the sound barrel.
Oh, let's break it. Damn!
Oh, you do not want to see me play Mercy. Maybe the Overwatch universe is such a good world because the video game Overwatch never released in that reality. You know what? You may have a point. We know Blizzard is canon to the Overwatch universe, but only the Blizzard games that aren't Overwatch. So...
Heal, please.
Oh, I have to run from that, don't I? Ah! Oh, I forgot. In the moment, I forgot. Loving the amount of lore in this game. It is weird getting all these memories of original Overwatch at this point and being like, oh yeah, we didn't know who Doomfist was. We're all speculating about, you know, this strange Doomfist character. This who's Sombra? What is these? What's this skywriting? What is all this? No, hurry, Hanzo, save him. I'm pretty sure the diva died to her own bomb there, but they won him the point, so. Man, looking back at the original, like, Overwatch cast, like, it's no wonder Diva was so popular. How late am I streaming? If you get Route 66 defense, can you ask a favor? I mean, you're welcome to ask it. I can't promise I'll oblige, but you're welcome to ask. I'll probably be going a bit longer, at least a few more matches. Hopefully get Volskaya defense. Oh. All right, who we running here, lads? Ooh. Gotta play everyone. Ugh. New game called Fortnite coming out. It's gonna be a PvE. It's def gonna die in a year. It is so strange thinking back to the origins of Fortnite. Oh, this random little PvE building defense, like horde defense game. Such humble origins, and look what happened.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers in.
Check out the house. You're pretty sure they removed the newspaper for being sus. Ah, I know what you're talking about, Tinte. I already checked, and it is not there. So do not worry. They or maybe you should worry on account of them not bringing it back. I don't know. I guess it depends on your tastes. But no, it is not there. They did not bring it back. Ooh. That's what I get for standing still. Oh god, that was a rookie mistake.
Good as new.
What's sus about it? Don't worry, don't worry. Not important. Top 500 Mercy, not a chance. More like bottom 5 Mercy. Wait, Tinte, do you not actually remember what it was? Oh, man. I don't want to be the one to say it. I feel like it's just something you need to find out for yourself. I want you to be the one Googling it, not me. Not that I would have to Google it, but you know. Oh, and I even remember the 2 that were featured in it as well.
A speedy recovery.
Yeah.
Your support has arrived.
Yeah, that got removed real quick. That made it... I don't even know if that was in launch patch, if I'm being honest. That might have gotten removed in the beta, from what I'm trying to remember from it. Butterfly effect is crazy. Imagine if Fortnite didn't do a battle royale. Imagine if Kiriko never existed. Man, I think about that a lot. Not Kiriko specifically. I mean, yes, Kiriko, but like not in this context. Yeah, it's like if little things just were different. The one thing I think about a lot is if I, like a year ago, if I hadn't gotten re-hooked on Fortnite, where would I be right now? I wonder that a lot. If I hadn't been re-hooked by Fortnite, where would I be?
Starting over from the beginning. Damage increase.
In what context do I think about Curie? Don't worry about it. Not important.
Heroes never die. I could use some assistance.
Oh god. I didn't know there's a hog over there.
Back in the
It's not going well.
Do you need a doctor?
No! Ran into the bullet. Excuse me.
No one can hide.
You never would have played healer before Kiriko. Really? You weren't even enthralled by that sexy floating monk guy? Team Cap or Team Iron Man? Careful now. Let's not get a whole Marvel chat going on in here.
No one can hide from my sight.
I mean, Tinte, you're welcome to share. I'm not gonna say you can or can't. I just don't want to be the one to say it. I think it's funnier if you all have to figure it out for yourselves. And you already have figured it out via looking it up. So if you share, that's up to you. Whee! Alright. Uh-oh. No, no, no. Go, Zenyatta. Clap their... Oh. Oh. Not the alt fire. Mercy was your main support until Moira came out.
Play of the game.
You know, I used to play a lot of Baptiste back in the day, and a lot of Moira. Then they released Kiriko. Yeah. Nintendo's lawsuit against Pocket Pair is bizarre. They're trying to patent catching creatures in a ball, catching creatures as a gameplay loop, and freaking mounts to use against the Pal World devs. I mean, they're very defensive of their IPs. Let them figure it out. It's actually like not hard. Like if you Google it, I guarantee you'll be able to find what it was.
Now entering King's Row.
What do we think? All widows? Oh, I was gonna play Mei, wasn't I? Do I want to play Mei on attack?
Hello.
I'm gonna play Tracer here. Might do Mei in the next one. Cavalry's here. Yeah.
That day, I felt alive. The sight of one of my finest kills. That day, I felt alive.
Tracer impression, pretty spot on, right? You know, Tracer used to be my original most hated hero. Then they added Kiriko. And then Sombra just started to sort of compile as a nuisance, and now we're where we are today. Which map is the newspaper on? We're talking about the Route 66. And to be fair, I don't think it was a newspaper. I think that's a misleading term to go by. I think magazine is probably the more appropriate terminology. Ooh. What the hell happened to everybody? Widow's popping off. Ooh. So was theirs. Yeah, y'all are catching on now. You get it, you get it.
No one can hide from my sight.
Look at her go. They definitely adjusted the physics of ragdolls in this mode.
No one can hide from my sight.
Yeah.
No one can hide from my sight.
Woo, don't want to go down that way. And I'm out of here. We already capped point. No sense fighting them in there. I don't think we're the ones you should be calling a dirty-minded freak, Kenobi-wan. We weren't the ones who put that magazine there. I think you should be looking at the OG Overwatch devs for that one. Bastion's still your most hated character in Overwatch, then Torb. Really? You hate Torb, Jordan? How do you hate Modern Torb? Modern Torb is, like, inconsequential. Woo!
Back in the fight.
No one can hide from my sight.
His turret? Man, I don't find his turret to be a problem anymore, not in a long time. Master Ian Govnus, your new name since you're a Tracer main now. Here's love. The gamer is here. Oh. He totally pulled me back. You knew I was gonna recall there. Modern Torb just acts like an average dad. Yeah, what else do you want from him? He's just a happy little father. He ain't doing no harm.
No one can hide.
Well, no, it's not. It's not that it's a magazine, but the location of a magazine featuring said picture of said character, kinda sus. Kinda sus. I don't think they were baking in that outhouse. At least not baking anything I'd want to put in my mouth. Speaking of, what the hell? Oh.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Dad, you mean his turret? We all know he doesn't like Brig. He likes Brig. It's like we've seen the Ironclad PvE cutscene. We know he cares about Brigitte. He struggles to show it. The love and affection he shows his turret, that's the same love and affection he holds for Brigitte, if not even more. He just, you know, struggles to show it. It's a common thing, you know. Sometimes loving parents, it's hard for them to express their affection in a way that's, you know, clear, but it doesn't mean they don't still love the little one at the end of the day.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Hiya.
No one can hide from my sight.
Back in the fight.
It's too late. You'll never erase it. Maybe you did erase it. I just butchered my words again.
Here you go. Hiya.
Oh.
My ultimate is hostile here.
I'm sorry, Winston. There was nothing. Hey, maybe nothing I can do, but she sure brought you back. You may have erased the memory from your mind, but you'll never remain. Never mind, I give up. I can't speak tonight. Oh my god, jeez. He wasn't even shooting at me. She was shooting at the Widow, and I just walked into the icicle. Don't you love classic Overwatch?
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
No one can hide from my sight.
What the hell? Something weird going on with my control input. What the? Is that my keyboard being weird? I couldn't walk backwards for a second.
No one can hide.
Is that like a weird... I don't know what that was. Huh. Hope it doesn't happen again. Oh my god. Woo! After playing Classic, it's good to play as Sigma. It's good to play as anyone. As long as it's not in Classic.
I am on enemy turret ahead.
Nah,
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
nah, okay, I couldn't make that. Woo! Molten core, am I right?
We need to get the payload moving again.
Playing a lot of Ash lately. Not in Classic, though. There ain't no Ash in Classic.
No one can hide from my sight.
Moving right along.
I didn't need to do that, but oh well, it happened. No! So close to getting her.
No one can hide.
See ya, James. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good one. Your BF refuses to play Classic, and you mostly play with him. Your boyfriend sounds like a smart guy. Not playing Classic. No, we've got a touch. Watch out, the Mercy's gonna try to red. I knew it, I knew it. Yeah, oh. Ziboo! Ah! Can we do it? No! I wasn't fast enough! Even after my clutch pulls. I wasn't fast enough as Tracer. There it was. Now do you remember, Tinte?
Check this!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah! It burns! It burns! Ah! Not the Mina mech. It hurts, but it hurts so good. Oh. Thank you. Thank you. I could use a pet about now. Ooh. We may not have won the match, but at least we got a nice little pet. Yeah, we'll go May. We'll go May. Yeah, congrats on the Mina mech, though. That's pretty rare.
Our world is worth fighting for. May you haven't aged a day. What's your secret?
Cryostasis, but I'm not sure if I'd recommend it.
I tried being reasonable. Didn't take to it.
Hi. Привет.
Yeah, I wouldn't drink the coffee. Always tasted like boiled dirt.
Greetings.
Hello there.
Физкульт, привет.
你好
Yes. Hi. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack.
Oh,
I've got butterflies.
no. Yes, yes, fool. Drop down this side. Woo. No, 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 no. God, Mei was such a menace in this mode. No, 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 no. No, no, what was that? He jumped all the way over here just to slap me once and send me off. That was a targeted attack, I know it.
I'm ready to start a blizzard. My ultimate is ready. 动作不许走。Can someone move the payload with me?
Oh man. Surprised the tank Mei rumor didn't end up being true. You were not expecting Doom to become a tank when they announced, or they came out with Overwatch 2. Kind of like Tank Doom though. Yeah. I mean, I think I'm pretty sure they like actually experimented with making Mei a tank, but just ultimately didn't end up going that direction. Man, I'm bad with these walls. Uh-oh. No, no. Now everyone knows why nobody liked Mei back then. Yep. Man, she was a menace. Or a May-ness, I guess I could say.
Experience step rider.
No! Oh, I canceled my ult! No!
Everyone is counting on me. Wow, that's nice. 冰墙升起来了。
What? Oh my god, they're too tanky, we can't push through. Honestly, we need a Junkrat. Oh my god. Heading off, Jebris. Well, thank you for stopping by. Have a good one. Hope to see you back again. Think Cole should have a flashbang. Think just make it so the flashbang itself doesn't do damage and be fine, because Cass can't one-tap people anymore. I mean, they don't want to give him the stun back, so... I don't know how it'd feel about him getting the proper flashbang.
This fight is not over yet.
Wee! No, how could this happen? This ain't very amazing. Good escape for Cass, I suppose, but it's also very oppressive when used offensively.
How embarrassing. I'll pretend I didn't see that.
Shut up. I don't want to hear it. Not from you. Aww. Man, why can't Kiriko be in this mode? They should have made it classic Overwatch, with the one exception being that it also had Kiriko in it. And that you could wear whatever skin on her you wanted. Then this mode would have been actually nice. Would have won if you kept your cool. Enough with the puns tonight. Silver Lily coming in with the puns. What is with the puns? I think I'm losing a chat. Well. Flashbang transports them to the sky where they have to do a cowboy duel. It teleports you to like just like an old western town at high noon, and you have to duel Cassidy.
It's high noon somewhere in the world.
Wonder when they'll add more heroes to Classic mode. Not until the next time they bring Classic around, whenever that'll end up being. And then we're probably going to visit Moth Meta, which means we'll have Ana, Sombra, Orisa, and Doomfist at the very least. Maybe also Moira. Teleports you to a standoff in the desert. Hell yeah. Oh, I see what you're on about over there, Hanzo boy. Yeah, you better run. You better run. I got you. Oh my god. Never mind, he got me. Abilities do something, people complain. Abilities don't do anything, people complain. Feel like Overwatch is trying to please both at the same time. Yeah. Yeah, that's about right. His heal feels so bad. Not being able to move while healing. Woo-hoo-hoo-wee. Now. Oh, I can't wait for Sim 2.0 to get the throwing shield back. I hope they bring that back as an iteration. The other thing I've been wondering with this whole mode is how much dev time did they dedicate to making this mode? Like, I wonder how many dev, like, man hours, so to say, were invested into this mode that otherwise could have been put into, like, new Overwatch content. I'm really curious. Whoever you lock onto, they teleport with you to the desert, and whoever shoots first. What? I totally hooked him first there. Get flashbang, you have to spend the rest of the game blind as it was so bright your eyes get burned. He just blinds the hero. Probably be broken, but imagine cast with a lasso that functioned like a single target Malga cage. You'd make shooting the enemy easier since they'd be stuck around cast but wouldn't stun. Oh, I see. Yeah, I wonder how they would implement that in like a proper way. Oh my lord. What is even happening here? What's this team doing? Let's wait till we get goats back. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Somebody touch. No. No. Last so would be a single target Rhine topple, aka they get tripped. So like you grab them, like wrap around their legs and like trip them. That would be an interesting one. Almost kind of like a Ana sleep dart in a way then. But maybe with just like a shorter like stun duration. That would be an interesting one. You spin me right around. Bedtime, just about. Woo! Can't go to sleep now. There's snipers afoot. Yeah, the pig army. If a pig army could topple America, it sure as hell win Ilios. No. Oh no, the pigs aren't making it. It's the pigs. I can't go back to jail. I'm gonna drag you back to prison, kicking and screaming if we have to. It's where you belong. Oh man. This has come on quite suddenly now. Tired? But it's not even midnight yet. How can I be tired? That's what I get for waking up at an early hour, expecting there to be a hero gameplay teaser. But no, alas, nothing. Getting old. No, don't ever say that. Don't ever say such a horrible thing. Can't get old. Why doesn't Hog have a cop skin? That'd be so funny. Vape could be donuts or coffee. It's just like a coffee cup. Oh, well, the hook would be a donut, of course. A big donut with a bite out of it. Getting young, yes, please. I wish I could get younger. Let's go back in time. Look at me, it's Master Ian Baby. Goo goo gaga. Dryer's old, so whenever it's on, it sounds like it's pleasing itself. Excuse me? Recycle the current yin, get a new model? No! That's not how it works. You can't just recycle me. You can't just cash me in for an upgrade like some sort of cheap cell phone.
No one can
I'm irreplaceable. Oh. MIG version 15. Good lord, that's so many versions ahead. Who even knows what that would look like? Would it even be recognizable? I mean, compare like a BlackBerry to a modern day, like, Samsung smartphone. Goodness. Pigpen could be road spikes? Yeah, exactly. Tire spikes that shoot out. Old ults were OP or complete garbage. Yeah, basically. When you recycle, you use the money to buy Kiriko skins. Well, at least the money's going toward a good cause, then, I suppose. But, like, I don't think you're gonna get much money from recycling me, let's be real. There's not very many precious metals in this tin can of a frame I'm working with. My G15 removes the headphone jack and adds another camera. Oh my god. Yeah, would that just like add a third eye? You know what? I could actually really easily do that given the way my like facial animation is set up. I could just add extra eyes if I wanted. It'd be cursed as hell, but I could do it. Get over here. Cycle you into a Kiriko skin? That makes me feel a certain way, and I don't know how I feel about that feeling. Ooh, where's that coming from? Where he at? Where he at? Yeah, where the junk at? I like how nobody's captured the point yet. Using the money to buff Sombra. Buy Mercy skins with the money? I forbid it. I strictly forbid it. You wouldn't dare. That's like if your great-grandfather dies, he's like, I want my ashes to be spread over the Pacific where I fought the Japanese in World War II. And you're like, nope, we're going to dump you in a lake in New Jersey instead. It's the exact same thing. Yeah. Uh-oh. I forbid you to do anything Mercy or Sombra related with my recycling funds. I forbid it. Yeah. Grave pissing, exactly. All you'll do is summon my ghost to haunt you. I'll sick Spooky Co on your asses if you try doing that. Here, go spend the money on donuts. I would still prefer that over you giving it to Sombra. What? Got a stun of my own, cat. Ah! Look at me spin. Whee!
My warrior spirit burns. The objective is in my hands.
You'll buy Mina merch? That is also acceptable. I'll allow it. Recycled into the first ever Mina Nendoroid. Wow. That'd actually be pretty cool. You know what? I want that instead. Screw Kiriko. She's already got enough skins. It's time for Mina to get a little love around here. Darn, wrong Roadhog. Hello, Mirage. Just got a kitten today. Aw, that's cute. What should you name him? Name him Hammond. Or Wrecking Ball if you're feeling really brave. Oh, we can try to do one more. Try to do one more. All right, tanks are done, so it's only offense and support. Yeah. I'm never going to get defenseful Skya, am I? Thinking Emperor of Chaos and Destruction. It's a little long, don't you think? Ian? I don't know about that one. Gizmo, that's actually a good one. Justice ain't gonna dispense itself. You should name him Bastion.
Hey there. How's it going?
How's it going?
Hey.
Hey.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Ba, ba, ba. Oh my. Hasselbalch or whatever Briggs said. What? When did you ever say that? His name is Bastion? Yeah, hell yeah. Cat named Bastion. I love it. See you, Double Edge. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good one. Whew. Ah. Oh.
This life's never uneventful.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Bastion's also a nickname for Sebastian. There you go. It is a real name after all. What? How did that not stun her? What on earth? I don't know about that.
Back in the saddle again.
Thank you.
It's a voice line with Ilari where she chooses to name her cat Hasselbalch or something like that. I don't think I've heard that one. Interesting. I prefer Mitzi. No. Kill the Mei. Yay!
Got the hot hand.
Hostile here. Sorry.
They got us outnumbers. Keep that in mind.
The prognosis is not good.
Clowns belong in the circus. I'm on fire.
Oop. No, no. Hey, the Mei saved me. I knew she was one of the good ones. Not all red outlined characters can really be villains, right? Surely.
Much better. Someone seems fitting.
Man, Reaper used to be such a joke back in the day.
Doctor ordered.
Oh. Got a couple of Winstons coming in to curb the push.
I've got unfinished business.
We need to stop them. We're outnumbered. Be advised.
Heroes never die.
It's hands into the eyes.
Let's start over at the beginning.
Remember when Overwatch used to be good? Cat doesn't fly off when he dies. Yeah, I noticed that. Kind of strange. Book used to be really long, yeah. But not long enough. Only long when it's the enemy Roadhog using it. That is the important key. Oh. Well, folks, I think that is a good enough run for tonight. I think I'm about burnt out of Classic. Ugh, I've had enough of those Classic for one night. Eddie, hey, yeah, I saw your message in the game chat. Well played, enemy hog. Well played. You definitely rolled us there, so. But GG. Yeah, but either way, I'll be wrapping it up for tonight. So, thank you everybody who tuned in to tonight's stream. Another trip down memory lane, for better or for worse. But, well. We will be seeing, however, what happens tomorrow. If there is indeed a new hero trial tomorrow, then I most certainly will be streaming it once it goes live. But otherwise, if there's not, I'll probably be back on Sunday for my regularly scheduled Fortnite stream. So I hope to see you all there. Otherwise, hope you have a good rest of your Thursday. And yeah. Have a good evening, and I'll be talking to you all next time. Good night, everybody. Goodbye.